If your relationship feels like it's literally hanging by a thread right now, stop scrolling. Listen, I totally get it. You want to fix things. I know it feels incredibly urgent. But here's the hard truth. Doing more is actually making things worse. It's a trap so many fall into, trying to fix a broken relationship by just doing more. More gifts, more apologies, more promises. But honestly, that is exactly why it keeps falling apart.
So let's dive into this explainer. Today, we're going to walk through a blueprint together. I'm going to show you 7 things that actually rebuild trust. And I promise you, that last point, it will completely change how you look at your relationship, and it might just be the very thing that saves it.
You see, a broken relationship isn't broken because the love is just magically gone. It's broken because something inside it stopped feeling safe. And if you've ever felt like you're trying absolutely everything, but nothing is working, well, this explainer is exactly for you. By the end of our time today, you're going to know exactly what real rebuilding actually looks like. Not the fake movie version, but the real one. So, let's get into it.
Point number 1, behavior over words. Stop apologizing. Here's something most people don't realize. And honestly, it is a big mistake. Saying I'm sorry means absolutely nothing if tomorrow you just go and do the exact same thing again. Think about it. If a friend said sorry to you every single week for the exact same mistake, would you actually believe them after a while? No, of course not. Your partner doesn't need another well-crafted sentence. She needs proof. So I have to ask you directly, do you say sorry but nothing about your actions actually changes? Consistency over time is literally the only apology that actually works. That's the very first thing you have to fix if you want to rebuild that safety. Which brings us to point 2. You cannot rebuild trust by explaining yourself. Look, the moment things get tense, it's so easy to go straight into defense mode. Let me explain what happened, or you're misunderstanding me, or that's not what I meant. But here's the problem. Explaining feels like priority number 1 for you, but to her, it feels like you're avoiding responsibility. Imagine this. You're deeply hurt by someone, and their very first move is just to explain their side. It doesn't feel great, right? Understanding has to come before explaining, always.
And that brings us to point 3. If the arguments have stopped, but so has the connection, that's not a good sign. A lot of guys think, hey, at least we're not fighting anymore, and they just assume that means things are getting better. But real, quiet, cold, distant silence, that usually means she's stopped expecting anything to change. Do you do this too? Do you mistake silence for peace? That silence is often the loudest warning you will ever get. Point 4, small, consistent actions beat big, grand gestures every single time. Flowers, surprise trips, expensive gifts. Sure, they feel good for a day, but they do not rebuild anything long-term. What actually works is showing up the same way every single day. Texting back when you say you will. Being present during small, mundane conversations, not just the big anniversary dinners. Trust isn't rebuilt in one grand moment. It's rebuilt in 100 small, boring, consistent ones. Moving on to point number 5. Listen to understand, not to respond. Here's a pattern almost everyone falls into during a conflict. While she's talking, you're already preparing your brilliant response in your head. Let's be real, that is not listening. That is just waiting for your turn to talk. Real listening requires a complete shift. It means no defending, no interrupting, and absolutely no buts. Just absorbing what she's actually saying. Have you ever caught yourself doing this mid-conversation? Catching yourself formulating your defense while she's pouring her heart out? Think about it. Most men have. But the ones who fix this, they fix everything else so much faster. Point 6. Give her time without the guilt trip. Now, this one is pretty hard to hear. I know you want things to go back to normal right now, and you just want the tension gone. But healing does not work on your impatient timeline. The moment you sigh, get frustrated, or ask, how long is this going to take, you do something catastrophic. You set the trust clock back to 0. Just let that sink in for a second. The trust clock back to 0. Patience is not passive. It's actually one of the most active, deliberate things you can do to save your relationship. And now we arrive at point 7, the one that shocks most people. The reality that completely reframes everything we've talked about so far. You see, a relationship doesn't break because of one big mistake. It's rarely the one big fight, the one big lie, or the one massive blowout that actually shatters the foundation. It's actually the hundreds of small moments where she needed you emotionally present and you weren't. It's the missed, "Are you okay?" when she walked in looking totally drained.
It's the distracted, yeah, I'm listening, while you were just scrolling on your phone. It's all the little emotional checkouts that seemed totally harmless at the time, but slowly chipped away at her feeling safe with you.
Rebuilding isn't about fixing one thing. It's about becoming emotionally present in all the small moments, the ones you didn't even realize mattered. That is the real shift. Not grand gestures, presence, being emotionally available and fully engaged. This changes everything. So I want you to tell me honestly, which one of these hard truths hit closest to home for you today? I want you to really think about it. Was it the silence? Realizing that the quiet isn't peace, but actually a warning? Was it the listening and catching yourself waiting to talk instead of truly hearing her? Or was it that last one, about presence? Comment below with your answer. I actually read these and I truly want to know what you're going through so we can navigate this together. If this explainer gave you even one moment of clarity today, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this reach more people who really need to hear it right now. And if you want more real, no-fluff advice on relationships and mindset, make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. In our next explainer, I'm breaking down the exact words that push women away without men even realizing it. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. But before you go, ask yourself one thing today. Are you trying to fix your relationship, or are you actually trying to be present in it? Think about it. Keep doing the work, and I'll see you in the next one.